Yes, hello there. Thank you very much for rising me. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. I'm conducting a full investigation into the Christian beliefs that God was a man, a child, a baby in nappies. Do you believe that God was a baby in nappies? The floor is yours.
What faith are you?
I'm a Muslim, but I want to know, do you believe God was a baby in nappies, the creator of this universe, the supreme being, the one whom all should be humble in front of? Do you believe at time, say, call it T1, do you believe at T1 God was a baby in nappies? The floor is yours.
Yes, and you should too.
So just for the record, you believe that God, the creator of this universe, the independent, supreme, all-powerful being,
And you as yes,
was
yes. I already answered this question. I don't need that repeated again. I already answered the question. And my response, and my response, which I would like for you to respond to, is you as a Muslim, you should believe that as well.
Sorry, the investigation has been concluded. The
MTX, you're not gonna respond to that. You don't think you as a Muslim you should too. That's kind of bogus if you think that.
Well, it would mean that at T1, when God was a baby in nappies, a lion would win a fight over God.
Oh, listen, MTX. This conversation is if you're gonna come up here and you thought this was gonna be a one-way conversation, then I'm not gonna proceed. Well, it's not about being emotional. It's about being like coming up here with some decorum.
I've shown you respect.
No, you haven't. You haven't responded to what I said. You as a Muslim should. Okay, thank you. I would like for you to respond to this because this is kind of weird to me.
No problem, my monotheistic brother.
Okay, thank you. You as a Muslim, you should agree with that.
Like I should agree that God was a baby.
Yes, because of your Quran. Yes.
Right, let me just say one thing.
No, do you agree with that? That your Quran agrees with that? Agrees with the...
Yeah, I'll answer you. That would mean that a lion would win over God because a lion can eat a baby in nappies. So does that mean God would lose to a lion?
Yeah. That's a good scenario. You know what? That's a funny scenario because according to your belief, right? According to your let me investigate this way too. Since you already concluded your investigation, I'm going to ask you a question now, and I'm going to flip and see if this is going to be consistent. If you're going to be consistent with what you apply to us, okay? So according to your belief, your God.
No, relax. Don't talk fast. Hold on. Cut you. Don't talk fast. Relax. I'm not going to cut you. I'll never cut you.
You're doing it right now. So please be quiet. Thank you. According to your belief, your God has two right hands. So hypothetically, if me and your God had a boxing match, right? And he had two right hands, right? If I swung and gave him a right hook, would he be able to block it?
So I'll answer you. No, I don't believe God's got two right hands. That's a fringe 3% Salafi belief. 97% of Muslims don't believe that. You believe that God was a baby in nappies, highly...
Hold on a second.
How can the creator of the universe be a baby?
Hold on. Pause.
That would mean the lion would win a fight.
You already concluded that investigation, brother. You already concluded the investigation. Now, you didn't respond to the first thing. You only responded to the second thing I brought. You still didn't respond to you should be agreeing with the thing that you disagree with in your investigation because of your Quran. Is that true or false?
No, God was never a baby in nappies.
Is that true or false that you should agree with that story because of your Quran? True or false?
You're muting me. That shows you have fear. But
no. I just don't want you to cut me off when I'm talking. Like that's why I'm muting you. So I'm making sure that my voice gets heard so that while I'm talking and you're not talking while I'm talking because, yeah, thank you. That's the only reason why I'm muting you. Now, can you please respond? Is it true or false that you should agree with the story that you disagree with because of the Quran?
Are you going to let me answer or not? Or are you
going to You still haven't answered that question.
Right. No, God was never in nappies. God was never a baby. A lion would win a fight in that situation. It would mean the creation would overpower the creator. The creator is all powerful. A baby who wears nappies is not all powerful. To say that God was a baby wearing nappies is blasphemy. Now,
let me ask you this: was this blasphemy? Was this blasphemy that you're referring to? Was that written in the previous scriptures in the 7th century?
Brother, deep down in your soul, you know that God was never a baby.
So now you're not going to respond again.
You know it.
How many times does it take for me to for you to get you to respond to my questions?
Well, God says in the Bible was that
blasphemy? Was that blasphemy written in the scriptures in the 7th century? Yes or no?
John 17:3. No, it states that there's only one true God, the ever-living Father. Numbers 20:13 states that
Okay,
God was
so
a
when
man.
was the
Jesus don't
blasphemy?
get to my God will. I've
When
memorized the
was
whole
the
Bible.
blasphemy? When was the blasphemy that you're referring to? When was that put in the scriptures?
Okay, so when you said God was a baby in nappies,
okay. Dude, this is you got one more chance, dude. If you're not going to respond,
we found the DNA
yeah.
evidence.
Okay, so MTX, listen. I'm going to give you one last chance. If you don't answer, if you have been dodging and running from my questions this whole time.
I haven't dodged.
Okay, good. So if you haven't dodged, prove that I'm wrong by answering this question.
Prove
that blasphemy that you said was blasphemy, was that written in the scriptures, in the Injil and the Torah? Was that written in any of those scriptures during the time of Muhammad? Yes or no?
So according to all the Muslims and Jews, you are polytheist pagans for saying that God was a baby in nappies. If it was in the Old Testament, the Jews would have followed it. It's not in there. Furthermore, for you to say that God was a baby in nappies, you're cooked.
Was it written? Don't run from this anymore. Was it written in the scriptures during the time of Muhammad? Yes or no? Don't run from it anymore.
So you believe that God has a mother as well?
Stop running from the question, brother.
You believe that God has a mother as well?
Stop running from the question. Because you know, here's the problem, MTX and audience. I just want you guys to know what's actually happening here. The reason why he's running from the question is because all he wants to do as a Muslim, he just wants to push a rhetoric and push an emotional argument, but actually doesn't have anything to substantiate this argument because his own book backfires on him. The reason why he doesn't want to answer the question is because the answer is yes. The blasphemy that he's referring to, that he claims is blasphemy, is written in the scriptures during the time of Muhammad. Now, the reason why he doesn't want to admit that is because he knows what's going to happen next. The very thing that he is denying and trying to bring an emotional argument to prove Christianity false, is actually going to backfire and prove his religion false. Because if this is true, then he needs to explain why his God said that if anyone has doubts about his Quran, they need to go to the people who have read the scriptures before them, before Muhammad. And guess what? If he admits that those stories that he's claiming is blasphemy are in those books, then he has to explain why his God sends people and instructs people that have doubts to go to those books. He needs to make that explanation. He doesn't want to. And rightfully so, because he would be put in a dilemma. And this is why he is running from my question. This is exactly why he's running. No, not anymore, brother. You have clearly shown that you are incapable of having a conversation. So goodbye. Have a good day. I just wanted you up here to hear that you haven't fooled anybody, dude. You haven't fooled anybody. You came up here, you try to pull it, and it didn't happen. Everybody saw that you was running from my questions. What's up?
Yeah. So I've heard you making a clip. I saw a clip that you made about my brother.
About what?
You asked him about where did Angel Gabriel clarify his Angel Gabriel. We don't know this, and I came here to disprove. Is that right?
Wait, dude, you gotta slow down when you're talking. It seems like you got an accent.
Yeah.
But what was?
When you're debating Ninja Dawah.
Ninja Dawah? Yeah.
Yeah, and you were making some stuff up.
I was making some stuff up. What did I make up?
That's a problem. That Angel Gabriel never clarified that he's Angel Gabriel.
I never said that. That wasn't what I was saying.
The clip is in front of us.
Where?
Sure. All right. Let's do it again. Does Angel Gabriel clarify he's Angel Gabriel?
Sure.
Wait, I'm clipping this dude. You literally said he's not Angel Gabriel.
I said, how did Muhammad verify that it was actually true? That's what the argument
is.
Oh,
wait.
So, dude, hey, hold on, Omar. Hold on. Hey, bro, I'm not gonna yell in my own live, dude. So sorry, I was in the middle of talking. You literally don't even understand the argument. The argument was, how do we know it was actually Gabriel? So one of his responses was, well, Gabriel said it was him. I said, okay, how do we know that's true? The fact that you didn't even know what the argument was is hilarious, dude. That you actually think you knew what the argument was, and you thought you were going to come up here and cook, but it actually comes down to be that you didn't even understand what the hell the conversation was about.
Let's pull up the clip.
Go ahead, pull it up.
Yeah, sure. Well, let me pull it up.
Okay. Dude's an idiot.
Let's pull it up.
Go ahead, pull it up.
What else do you want to know? How do I know those are the words of Allah? Yeah, have you read the Quran? They came from Gabriel. I'm still trying to identify Gabriel, dude. What came from Gabriel? The Quran? Yes, he's the one that delivered it to Muhammad. Yeah, but it originated from Allah, right? Yes, supposedly. Okay. Supposedly, that's the claim. But I'm trying to prove the claim by first identifying who this Gabriel is. Was it actually Gabriel? How do we...
Who this Gabriel is?
Yes.
Dude, are you slow?
Are you? How do we know it's Gabriel? Okay, so let's do it with you. How do we know it's Gabriel?
Yeah, Gabriel actually clarified it's him. And he said,
and how do I know? And how do I know he's telling the truth?
How do you know he's telling the truth?
Yes.
Because he brings down the revelation from Allah to Prophet Muhammad, and this revelation could be substantiated.
What? Yeah, dude, slow down. Like, what did you say?
Yeah. Are you slow? Can I hear
you? I need you to slow down. Your English sucks. Slow down and say it slower, please.
No, this because he brought down revelation, right? And this revelation could be proven, right? It's from Allah.
How?
Yeah, because there are prophecies in it.
Because what?
And the Prophet Muhammad did miracles. Yeah, we can align.
Miracles means it comes from God.
I could bring you miracles from Prophet Muhammad. The Prophet Muhammad himself did.
I'm asking, do miracles, you're not, I don't need you to duck this question. Do miracles mean it comes from God?
Yeah, only Allah can give people the ability to do miracles, of course.
Okay.
Does anyone have power other than Allah?
Hold on a second. Hey, hold on.
Does anyone have the miracle?
Omar, dude, listen, brother, listen. You're gonna be the next one clipped that I'm gonna get views on if you don't relax. Because you are panicking right now, and I could tell by how you're talking. You're talking in such a fast pace. You're nervous. Relax, and maybe you won't get clipped. Now, you're saying that anyone who does a miracle is from God? Is that a yes?
Yeah, a miracle. A miracle, right? Could only someone chosen by God, right, could do a miracle.
Is everybody who does a miracle from God?
Yeah, he doesn't need to be good, but God has chosen him.
There you go. Okay, good. So he doesn't need to be good. So if he doesn't need to be good, how do I? If he doesn't need to be good, if he doesn't need to be good, how do I know that these miracles are from God? Like these people are actually from God. How do I know that?
Yeah. All the miracles are from God. He cannot do something.
How do I know that these people are good?
How do you know? Yeah, you can look at their manner. You can look at the people who they are and what they're doing.
Okay, so do you think the 53-year-old sleeping with a 9-year-old? Do you think that's good?
Yes, no problem.
No problem. So you don't have a problem. You don't have a problem with a 53. You don't have a problem with a 53-year-old man having sex with a 9-year-old?
No, absolutely no problem.
Thank you very much. Hey, Kiddios, you heard that, right? Hey, next clip coming up. Thank you very much. Muslim agrees that it's perfectly okay with a 53-year-old sleeping with a 9-year-old. There we go. Thanks for the clip, brother. You're next. Get the hell out of here, dude. Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable to the levels of what they have to admit is okay just to try to defend their religion. They actually think they're actually defending it is the funny thing. They're actually making it worse. Anyways, let's get to some super chats. Soldier of Christ, thank you so much. Appreciate the super chat. Nice cooking on Rumsey. You overcooked them, and he is burnt barbecue chicken 007. James, and you are my go-to for my morning lives. Exactly right, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. And thank you so much, Jimmy Harris.